All right.
See ya.
See ya. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Gus said to let you know that the white camper out the back, the door was open.
Oh,
So
that's
you might want to
Will's
close it.
responsibility.
Sorry?
Will's responsibility up
You might want to close it up.
there. G'day, David. How are you? All right, Sid, just wait a second. We've got to walk around the lathe. Oh, Jason, sorry. G'day, Jay.
What's going on?
Working away as usual.
Yeah. How many of them you got left?
I've got the main order done. Now I'm just doing spares.
Okay.
They provided more bits than I actually needed, so which is good
Yep.
because I've had a couple of failures with splits and things in them.
Yeah. Yep. Nasty, eh?
How's your back going?
Oh, it's better today.
Oh,
Just
that's good.
probably shouldn't have gone out in the shed yesterday, but no.
Oh well, no, better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah. Oh, I needed to be good for the markets, so
Yeah, well, that's right. Priorities, man.
yeah. I think you should take me off the screen.
Sorry?
Can you just take me off the screen now that I'm in?
Yeah, all right. I better turn that off before I lean over the top of it.
All right. That's better.
Oh, no. Aha, found it. Thought I'd lost my sandpaper for a minute.
Your jacket's getting a bit close there.
Sorry?
Did your arm of your jacket's getting a bit close there?
No, it's quite a way away, actually. It's like a good 3 inches away.
All right.
It's the camera angle. When it gets to there, it's only 1 inch away.
Yeah.
Sitting up against the rest, so
Let you off just this once.
now it's sitting on it.
No, I mean it was more down near the grabby end. That's all.
Yeah, the pommel.
Yeah.
I know. Very aware of that, I can tell you. The worst part is when you're doing this. I'll do it around this way. Is that you can get your fingers caught wrapped on the knuckles on the square bit.
Yeah. I'm sure that's not fun.
It's not, trust me. I don't know how I know, but
Yeah.
and another one bites the dust.
Cool.
Be a good title for a song, that.
Watch out, they like suing people.
Yeah. Oh, I'm glad about that, David.
There's people in the shop.
No idea.
Smoko time.
Hey, ma'am.
Sorry?
I didn't say anything. Amber said something to me, but
Oh, right. Yeah, no. As you know, I have trouble hearing sometimes. Or worse
yeah.
still, I hear voices in my head.
No, it's Amber.
Oh, right. Hello, Amber.
Hello, darling.
How are you, my sweet?
Oh, I'm good. I'm good.
Looking forward to the market, are you?
Really?
You're looking forward to the market?
Yes, I am.
Oh, good. Yeah, as long as you don't do what Julie used to do. She used to go and find more to spend money on than I could make.
Yeah, I'm guilty of that.
All women are, I think.
Don't worry, I'll have a pocket with our money in it, and the other pocket with what I make in a different pocket.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So you've got $1 in one pocket, and the
Yeah.
rest is in the other one to give the dollars to give to Amber.
Yeah, $1.
Yeah.
You look out! She'll come back with bloody half a suitcase.
Yeah. The secret is to take your own food and everything because it costs a bloody
Yeah.
fortune.
Yeah, we're gonna. I've been looking at the some of the stalls they've been putting up that are going to be there, and it's like, yeah, I'm definitely taking my own food, my own esky.
Yeah.
Yeah. Out of all the crappy weather we've been having over here lately, it's kind of made me a bit nervous. But the forecast says it's going to be sunny and 25.
Ideal weather. Just have plenty of sunscreen because it's amazing how you get burnt just standing outside.
Yeah, well, I was gonna we might be borrowing a gazebo thing, you know, one of those pop-up ones.
Yep.
We'll see how that goes. We're just going to take an umbrella stand, and an umbrella just for us. Our work
Yeah.
doesn't need to be covered up.
I'll just go and turn this radio down a bit.
All right. There's our Christmas tree.
Sorry.
I said, look on the computer and look at my screen. I said, there's our Christmas tree.
Ah, right.
It's a branch off a Christmas tree that I stuck in a bit of foam.
I can see that. Wouldn't stand up very well in that though.
No, it's one of those ones you can punch and it comes back at you, you know.
Oh yeah.
Boxing kangaroo Christmas tree.
All right. On with the next one. I'll tell you what, peculiar timber this. It's called red Grandeus, which is rose gum or eucalyptus
Yep.
Grandis. And some of it's as hard as a hob's of hell, and other ones are as soft as like Moranti. So let's,
I wonder if that would come down to maybe branch wood compared to trunk wood.
no, these I'd say have been cut out of trunks.
But the peppercorn that I had chopped down ages ago and that I've been turning a lot of, the
Yeah.
trunk is a dark colour, and the
Yeah.
branches are a very visible difference, lighter colour.
No, well, as far as Gump said, you know, life's like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get.
Are these ones you're doing, are these the more technical ones, or are these the ones that were a bit easier to do?
No, these are still the same ones. They're still bloody techo. Just because everything's so narrow, like the beads are so narrow and the coves are so narrow, that it's just awkward. You can't really hook into it, you know.
Yep.
I have to actually watch what I'm doing. And then, of course, you've got different sizes, like these two here are 8mm, then this one's 6mm, then this one here is 8mm, and that one's 6mm, and that one's 3mm. So if you get them tangled up, you're in deep trouble. That chisel's getting a bit hot.
Buff bites and the dust bites another. Okay, then it's not then it's not copyrighted, you see. It's hard to say backward. Dust bite.
Are you in the chat, Sid, or are you just in the chat?
G'day, Sid. No, he hasn't come up in the StreamYard yet.
All right. How you going, Sid? Yeah, Sid, I didn't see any point in my ugly mug being on the screen.
Joy in there as well, is she? Oh no, Jay. Sorry, I can't see from over here. It's a bit far away.
Oh, Sid said he might come in about 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be here. Excuse me. Lovely, tell your mama. G'day, Rex.
Really want to shoot. Every time I've shot.
Rex said he had surgery on his foot, so he can't walk, and he said he enjoys watching the master turn. How you going, Rex?
Geez, I'll tell you what, Rex, you're in the wards.
Yeah, they're spare ones now. What's going on, Rex? You're in the bloody wars, aren't you?
Oh, yeah.
Rex said, getting older, body warranty expired, darn it.
Yeah, I know that feeling. The pity we're not like motor cars where you can just replace a part and make it as good as new again. Life is most unfair. I think people have heard that I'm semi-retired and that must give me something to do because I've got a heap of veranda posts coming in tomorrow as well. Probably figure, why should I rest? About 5 or 6, Rex. I already destroyed 3 during the main batch. They gave me about 10 or 12 extras, so and they want them turned. So I figure I better do them. I don't mind. When the hands are in operation, it's good. They're bummer if they came back in 2 weeks and said, oh, we need another 5 or 6 turned up.
Another 5 or 6 houses worth.
Yeah, well, no, the problem is you got to set the lathe all up again. You got to get your hands into operation again and your mind around it again, and it's just a pain.
And Rex would like to know if you sell any of the bowls or vases that you make.
No, not really. I only ever do bowls and things like that, generally at demonstrations, and then I either, if I'm doing it at a club, I generally give them to the club to raffle off or whatever, or I come home and, dare I say it, if the rellos don't want it, I get burnt.
I knew you were going to say it was going in the fire demon.
Now, years ago, this is going to sound terrible, but years ago I gave some to a charity to raffle off for funds, and the next year they came up and said, oh, have you got any more of those bowls? And they just wanted me to turn up a heap of them. I told them right at the outset that it's what I'd done at demonstrations and things, and I really had no use for them. But then they just about wanted me to make them for nothing for them. So after that I decided not giving them to anybody. They can just go out.
Rex said he'd like to buy one, especially if you have videos so he can learn. And he said he's happy to donate it to charity. I guess the money. Oh.
Yeah, I must admit I haven't got any videos of one. I'm actually contemplating doing one in about 4 or 5 weeks if I'm still around, after Christmas anyway.
Maybe he's getting
Must admit the one I'm thinking of doing is going to be about 3 feet across, just for the sheer hell of it. turn one of those big burls that I've got there. Just because I can. Actually, I know when I can do it. When Neil's down there. He'll enjoy playing as well. You mongrel. You're a very generous man, Rex.
You wait till your accountant finds out what you're spending the money on, Rex.
The accountant might be sitting right beside him.
Yeah, I know.
Like in my place, I can't get away with anything. I'm married to the accountant.
Keeps you reasonably honest, I suppose.
Yeah, it's a bit of a pain sometimes. I can't say, oh, I've had that for years. Well, it's come time to fill in the baths. She knows.
Rex says, after Iraq, I learnt it's better to give, and my accountant agrees with me.
To a certain extent, I agree with that too.
And he also said that Tammy is the one that told him to give more.
Yeah, no, like I say, I've just about lived my life, and if I can hand any knowledge or anything on to anybody, I will. And I must admit, we had a tough the first few years of our marriage. The only table we had was a card table and 2 camp chairs for about 2 years, and we used to sleep on a mattress on the floor.
Rex says, I believe wood turning is a worthy cause, a worthy craft to give to. And Sid said he's going to duck in.
All right. Just don't bring the chooks with you, Sid. If you're going to duck.
Bark, bark.
No, wood turning has been very kind to me. I've made a lot of good friends out of it.
Hey, where did you find that Santa song?
Who?
You.
Oh, I don't know. It came up in a chat the other night somewhere. I thought you'd appreciate that one.
If I knew they had footage of me doing it,
G'day, Sid.
Hey, Robbo. How's my I'll just shift my camera. Can you hear me?
Sorry?
You can hear me?
Yeah. Loud and clear.
Beautiful. What's going on here? Jay's frozen. I'm frozen. Robbo's working.
You just suddenly went a bit underwater there for a minute, or like you had a mouthful of marbles.
I deliberately froze. It wasn't.
All right, see you later, Rex. Thanks for coming in. Good to chat to you again. Hope your foot gets better.
Sid dropped out. I think you have to let him back in. Oi.
Yeah, I know. No, it's all right. It's round.
Yeah. Stop complaining.
Yeah. If you seen where his jacket was, you would have been complaining too.
I did.
Yeah, I know
what
what I
it
can
was
get.
over the top of the cup drive.
I know what I can get away with.
Yeah.
So, I'll just turn the white light off. How's that look?
Hold on, I'll put you on full screen. I'll put you on full
Washed
screen.
out.
Yeah, washed out. It's reflecting off the bed of the lathe
Yeah.
and the timber itself.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to try something different with cameras then, because that's got a yellow cellophane filter over the light, so that's on yellow light.
Yeah, well,
So
yellow
mine-
is probably not a good. Yellow is probably not a good colour to put on a light.
Maybe green or blue.
No, it looked like a disco then.
What's with all that?
I have got,
Yeah.
I don't know when it'll get here, but a month, probably maybe 6 weeks ago, I ordered a video camera on Amazon on one of the special deals. It's when that gets here, I'll try that.
Yeah.
It gives me options for close up, and if I try and take that any closer, it gets in my way. So I'm doing a bit of, I've got a little production run of pillboxes going.
Cool.
What are they?
Yeah, little tablet boxes.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't sand the inside of that one, so that's my demo. That's just what I got sitting here to see what I'm making. It's just cypress, a few bits of branch off the tree out the front.
Hey, do you know anyone that goes fishing regularly?
A few, yeah.
You could make fishing lures, make the bodies, and let them paint them up.
Yeah. They all like different shapes, so that's the trouble with bloody fishermen. Nobody's gonna. They all want something special done.
You'd also sell them as tooth fairy boxes, Sid.
Yeah. Where
I
did I see? Where did I see that the other day? Was that you?
No, that was on the net, but I did one about, it must be 6 years ago now for my nieces who were in the throes of losing their teeth.
Yeah, no, not something I'd thought of prior to that. I looked at that and thought, oh, that's a good idea. That'd sell, especially for kids of a certain age.
Yeah, well, that's right. If families have got under 8.
Yeah.
Geez, I'll tell you what, I'm raising a sweat. I don't know what the temperature is in there, but... Oh, I got something to show you too, Jay. It'll make you very happy.
You put yourself back on the screen.
Just wait a minute. Where's it gone? No, I was looking for something else.
Okay.
It's in your ear.
Now, I must admit, I'm fairly lucky. I've got good fluorescent lighting or LED lighting that lights up the workshop well, and doesn't seem to, unless I put the brighter lights on very close, I don't seem to get any washout with the things.
Yeah, well, I've got. Well, I can show you. I've got over the top of the lathes. I've got a wood rack stack which shades out the shed lighting. So I might just have to take that away so I'm not in shade, and go with a higher light, so it'll be more washed out by the time it gets down.
All right, Jay, you ready?
You better put yourself on camera, Robbo.
Yeah, that's what I said before.
Oh, come on. Just for you, Jay.
I'll bugger off.
Safety vest.
No.
I've missed something here.
I'll tell you. A few years ago, at one of the turnarounds, somebody always said, "Jesus, Robbo, you always got black t-shirt on, green pants, blah, 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 you know." And I said, well, I'm working. I said, it's not a bloody fashion trade, you know. And they said, yeah, but something bright would be good. So I went and bought a bright red and a bright yellow t-shirt. And I know that Jay loves red, so there it is.
Fair
Yeah,
call.
send
There
it
you go.
over. They'll let anyone in here, won't they?
Yeah.
Well, let me in.
One
Let you in.
one bloke actually accused me of not changing my shirts or pants. And I said, no, I've just got, and Julie turned around and said, no, he's got multiples of the same clothes. He just looks like he's wearing the same thing all the time, but it's not.
Well, I bought all the same brand and colour of socks, so it's easy to pair them up then.
Yeah, well, I only wear black socks for that
I just
reason.
wear the black Rios.
Yeah, I can't wear terry toweling or woolen socks for some reason. It plays havoc with my feet. So, but no, I like my King G or my what are they, Bickley or something, work pants, Bisley work pants, and the cheapest t-shirts you can get from Target.
Yeah, it's funny with the T-shirts, actually, because Shirley was buying, or still does, she buys T-shirts for everyone for Christmas every year with some sort of funky logo on them.
Yeah.
And she was buying the high-quality ones, and they're too heavy and thick, and they're uncomfortable to wear. I said, oh, you're better off just getting the cheaper ones, because they're a nicer shirt to wear.
Yeah, yeah. Now, I must admit, I had a score. Oh, Julie and I had a score a few years ago. We went into a Vinnie's or something like that, and they had all these T-shirts that just happened to be my size, which is 3XL.
Yep.
And a store had just dumped them. They were going out for $2.50 each, and in the shop, like in the original store, they were $22 or some bloody thing. We bought about 20 of them, I suppose. Because like I say, I'm not proud of what I wear. Just, as long as I've got something to cover up so as people don't laugh, I'm happy.
Well, what you're wearing in the shop for work doesn't matter, I don't think.
No.
It's
as long as it's bloody
utilitarian,
comfortable.
not fashion.
Yeah. Comfort's what I go for. Don't care if I look daggy. Well, it's 3 o'clock. I might, it's 3:30. I might go and put the kettle on. Chat amongst yourselves, folks.
Oh, okay.
You better put Sid on.
Yeah, all right, if he's going to do some work.
Yeah.
You going to do some work, Sid?
I'm turning now, Robbo.
Oh, are you? All I've got is just your
Oh, your camera turned off.
logo.
Hang on.
Right.
Aye.
Excuse me. I forget I get the microphone on when I burp.
Yeah. You want to hear everyone talking about you when you walk away from the lathe, that's what you get.
I know.
Yeah, we've got to be careful now, don't we?
Yeah, I love these Bluetooth things, I tell you. And the best part is there's no weight in them,
No,
and your
light
ears
as a
don't
feather.
get hot.
And you can still hear
Fat
shit that's going on around you if you can actually hear.
Fat Axe
Yep.
has just come in. How you going, Fat Axe?
So,
G'day, Axel. How are you?
Fat Axe sounds better.
No.
sounds more deadly, more
Yeah.
dangerous, tougher,
I got
whatever.
to ask Axel. Actually, are you the same Axel that's on the Facebook thingos up in Brisbane?
I think he's in Melbourne, Robbo. Made his
don't
own
know.
live.
Yeah, that's right. Axel's out in Sunbury. There's another one called Axel that's up in Brisbane somewhere as well on one of the woodwork Facebook pages. And you don't have to worry, Fat Axe. What you missed out on an hour ago, you'll see exactly the same thing again shortly when I get going after I've had a cup of tea.
You wouldn't have seen this because I wasn't here an hour ago.
No, well, that's right.
This is special.
Yeah.
And
You enjoying long
gonna-
service leave, are you, Sid?
Yeah. Well, when I get my list done each day.
Oh, yeah, right.
Axel, Sid is making little pill boxes or what else did you say?
Tooth.
Fairy tooth boxes. I've got a few blanks prepared, just doing like Robbo does, a little production run. Red or blue, Jay?
Red.
As I said it, I thought that's a silly question.
With blue on the inside.
No, not blue on the inside.
That's like asking me if I want a cup of tea.
Yeah, no. Just as I said it, I thought, well, that's a question with a easy answer.
Yeah. Just be grateful my lathe isn't red.
Well, you could make it red.
Nah.
Yeah,
So this is
Battleship
just
grade looks.
shellac with a bit of alcohol dye in it.
Battleship grade looks good on loads, I reckon.
It probably does, Robbo. You're probably on the money there.
Or green.
Yeah, I like the green that's on it. I think it can stay like that. I can see that it's been coloured, but the colour isn't. It kind of looks very similar to your banjo at the moment.
Yeah, it's a sort of washed out red.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
can
it's
add
only
alright.
you still see the grain and stuff through it. It's only
So I'm not having any luck breaking the brandy stems, brandy glass stems.
Maybe you'll have to cut them off with a Dremel.
Yeah, I tried wrapping twine around the base because that's thinner, and then just snapping that off around the stem, but that didn't work either.
No, a little diamond wheel or something on a Dremel or something like that.
Yep. I got other wine glasses, but they're not the shape that I wanted to use, so I'll just, oh well, maybe for another market. Thought I can figure out how to break them.
Just drop them on the ground, you'll break them, but you won't break them in where you want them. That's the problem.
Geez, you're helpful, Robbo.
All right, I'll do that.
Look, I'm full of little tips and tricks like that.
Is that in the footnotes in the back of your little book?
Yeah, how to annoy people.
That you're full of it.
Or the smart aleck comments, you know. Like a bloke came in once in the shop and wanted some balusters made, and he bought in two halves, you know, like they'd snapped in the middle. One of the kids had run through. And he said, have you got anything like this, or can you do this sort of thing? I said, yeah, no worries. We always had a few standard type balusters out the back, because it's funny, like in the early days you could tell who turned what because they had a certain style about them, and you'd just keep a few because the houses were all using those balusters or veranda posts and that. And I had a few balusters out the back shed. And I said to Christine, the girl that worked for me, I said, Christine, go out and get a BAL 3, will you please? I said, I think that'll be close. So she goes out, and they weren't real flash, they were what was from production runs and things, and they might have had a little flaw or something in them, you know. Anyway, she brings it in. Oh, he said, oh, that's almost a perfect match. I said, oh, not quite. And I went crack across my knee. I said, now it is. And handed him the 2 halves. And he said, what? I said, you want something like the one you bought? Well, Christine had seen it before, so she nearly wet herself laughing out the back. And this bloke got really stroppy about it. And I said, mate, I got about 30 of these out the back. I said, it was worth it just to look on your face.
Hmm.
I have to admit, Sid, that is one thing with the lathe that Jay's got. It's the hand wheel. The thread on it is a really quick thread, and you can drill holes rapidly with it. You know, it's fantastic for that.
Yep.
Not 200 turns to the inch, you know. What's the weather like over your side of Melbourne, Axel? It's quite humid here, actually, at the moment, or it feels like it in this jacket anyway.
It's bloody horrible here too, Robbo. It's like it's been raining and we got like 70% humidity as well.
Oh, yeah. And Sid being down by the coast, he'll be very cool, calm and collected, I would say. Yeah, you're right. Very muggy.
Hey, it saves getting on a plane and going to Queensland. We're there already.
Yeah, well, that's right. Without putting up with Queenslanders.
Boom, boom. All the benefits of Queensland without the natives.
Yep. Oh, I might have to clean my glasses. I think no wonder I can't see well at the moment.
Yeah, a bit of spit and polish.
Covered in dust. Okay. On with the motley. Axel wants to know it's glass you're trying to cut.
It's a champagne glass with a really thick stem on it. I generally don't have much. I generally have good luck cutting them, but this last couple have just been right pains. Yeah, I tried that. I tried that Axel, and I've tried Terps as well. And I do it until the stuff's dripping. Oh.
Just too thick to get hot enough, you reckon, Jay?
No, I don't reckon it is. I don't know. I might have to go and get some Kero or something.
Well, Terps could do it.
Anyway, it doesn't really matter. I've got nearly 80 pieces now, so it doesn't really matter.
You know, there's somebody will ask for something you haven't got.
Oh no!
That's the
Don't get me
rule.
wrong. I'm still taking some wine glasses with my own stems on them, but just not all of the ones that I made.
I know what I didn't do with this one. I'll do that in a minute.
You're right there, Robbo.
Yeah. On some of the softer ones, the little nails there
Yeah.
dig in quickly.
Yep.
So
I noticed it grabbed.
I'm always waiting for it, so it doesn't matter.
Hey Sid, can you do one colour and then do another colour, different colour over the top?
Yeah, probably.
See if it blends.
With the colours I've got, that's going to come up with purple, Jay. I hate purple.
That's all right. There's plenty of women out there that love it to balance it out. All right.
Yeah. As long as it's not the Cadbury purple, it's not a problem.
So that, with this, by the looks of it, because I'm using shellac, the second colours, the metho is just washing it away for the second colour.
Yeah,
So that's
good
blue,
night,
then
David.
red. It does give it a
Sorry,
different
Sid.
colour than the blue, though. It's just not purple.
Yeah.
Sorry, Sid. Good night, David.
Hey,
Thanks for
David.
coming in.
See you later,
Okay, right.
David.
Although it's washed it away and put it back again and washed it away.
Get two colours at once and apply them both at the same time.
Yeah, Yeah, I'll mix some together in a little tub before I put it on. Is probably the way to do it. I'll give that a try on another one.
Yes, Axel, I agree.
This one's a bit tight. Tight. It's a tight bugger. What's Axel saying?
I was basically just saying that, like wood glass can be isn't equal. You know, you're always going to have different.
Different grades in it.
Yeah. Now, these glasses are pretty heavy too.
Oh, excuse me.
Well brought
There you
up,
go,
Robbo.
Sid. Yeah, well brought up. Yeah.
Who do you
I
work?
had fish and,
That's okay.
I had fish and chips for lunch.
Oh, you rat bag.
What do you have?
Fish and chips.
Ah, excellent choice, Robbo. Look after the industry.
Well, I've got to be
And,
rude here, Sid. But we have the best fish and chips in Australia at our place.
Everyone's entitled to their opinion, Robbo.
Well, that's the
Just
truth.
yours is wrong.
Sorry, Sid, I
Axel
missed
said
that
to do
comment.
it.
Not a bad idea
Sid
that you
said-
missed it, Robbo. Whoop. Woo.
No, I have to say that because my mother and father-in-law had the fish and chip shop here for 25 years.
Yep.
The new owner follows their recipe, so
Sid, your camera dropped out.
I shall fix that then.
Yeah, Axel said to do a sunburst colour.
Yeah, I saw that. I was ignoring it.
Wow.
I'm not going to be selling these for enough money to warrant doing a sunburst on them.
Just do it ombre, you'll be right. Do all those colours that they like in their flag, you know.
On today. I should actually time myself, see how long I'm taking to make them.
well, this is a hard bastard. Hard in
It is. Sorry. It is for Sid, Axel.
and it is for me too, Axel.
No, you're right. It's not all about the money with everything, but these ones I'm making for a reason to sell at the community shop. So
And he doesn't have loads and loads of pallets out the back, so he can do stuff like that either, Axel.
this has actually come off a tree out the front. This is cypress.
Yeah, I can have a little bit of fun with it though.
The money I make for this is what pays for my new lathe when I get it. And the bloody thing went up $1,000, so I've got to make more money.
Yeah, that's a bummer, isn't it? When that happens.
Ah, well.
You need to ask them if they can sponsor you, and then they give you some discount.
Yeah, I wish
Yeah,
you
but
luck
that'd
with
mean I've got to
Carter
make it
Tech or
worth
whatever.
their while to sponsor too.
You have to wait a while. Why?
Right, I'll be too busy after Christmas to do anything anyway.
Why?
Holiday season, I'll be working the fish and chip shop.
Yep.
Well, you could become the next senator.
Oh, Axel wants to know what lathe you're getting, Sid.
Woodfast W3040 is the one I want. Neil's got one. There's a couple around. It's the one 3 horsepower with an extendable bed. Biggest hassle with these little ones is unless you go swing the head and go outboard, this has actually got less swing than my little MIDI lathe over there. Hello, we've got an audience, have we?
Yeah.
Why?
Robbo's #1 fan.
Yeah.
Who? What?
The
My
cat.
cat. He actually woke up and turned around so we could see it.
Oh, the cat.
Yeah.
It's nice to know somebody loves me.
I got a good T-shirt, Robbo, like that. It says, "I want you to know somebody cares. Not me, but somebody."
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got a Robbo did a review on the lathe, and he couldn't install it, so that was pretty good. And
Sorry?
he said he can install just about anything.
Yeah, I must admit, if I was buying a new lathe these days, that's what I'd be getting.
But there's 2 issues at the moment. They've gone up $1,000 and they're out of stock.
Yeah, well,
I think there's still some
No,
in Queensland.
Yeah, I did I think a Facebook thing or a YouTube video on them.
Yeah, YouTube, I reckon it was, Robbie.
Yeah, when they first came out. A cup of tea might be cool enough now to have a slurp on.
Going alright there or what?
Sorry?
Going alright there or what?
I'm starting to get a bit weary.
Take your jacket off if it's hot.
Sorry?
Take your jacket off.
Yeah, that might be the next thing actually. Except that this particular T-shirt holds shavings like nothing on earth. It's funny how you can get some T-shirts that the shavings just fall off. Others they stick in and you feel like you've got a suit of nails on, you know.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
And I've been used to wearing a jacket most of the time, so.
That's probably
Pockets
making you
definitely
hotter.
I found out.
Sorry,
Hey?
what's that?
I said pockets are deadly.
Oh, yeah. The only place that had pockets in jackets is in the back, and even I fill them up. I fill the little pen ones up as well.
Yeah. I get into trouble sometimes. I come out just to do a little bit of something, and I won't put my turning jacket on, and I'll have
Yeah.
a shirt with a pocket in it. But as soon as I finish, the bloody pocket's full.
Yep.
Yeah. Hey, do you know what?
That's also why I can't wear jeans. I hate horizontal pockets. That's why I like the King G's and the Yakkers and that, because they got vertical pockets.
Oh yeah. Look at what you mean.
You'd be surprised how much sawdust actually stays in the pockets. I've had jumpers washed and then put my hand into the pocket and it's full of sawdust. It's like,
Yeah. No, I don't feel right if I haven't got my jacket on actually.
And your shavings and your tea.
Well, yeah, that's right. That's why I've got to mow it and sieve them out, you know.
Yum. Not.
Well, it
Soup
depends
strainer.
on the timber. Eucalyptus doesn't taste too bad, but geez, I'll tell you what, camphor laurel tastes terrible.
Well, that'll be, yeah.
Oh man. It's a nice smell, but I don't think I'd fancy the taste too much. Hey Sid, you could paint a couple of them up to look like pills.
You could, yes.
Now, you got your clothes on, have you, Sid?
Different matter. Hey?
Yo.
You got your clothes on, have you, Sid?
Yep.
Okay,
Yeah, I
I'll
just
put you up
quickly
on
put them back
solo
on when you said that.
then. Okay.
Have a line down the middle, like where you'd crack the peel in half.
You can make that the join line for the lid if you put that in the middle.
Yeah, and put Panadol written on it.
Not going to give them free advertising.
And what do you do for a living, Axel?
If his last name's Rose, you shouldn't have to ask him.
Oh, I know, yeah. Many years ago, I was doing it was a videoed demonstration because a lot of people were outside. Anyway, this person called Mel kept asking questions and that. And I said to him, what do you used to do? What do you do for a living? I knew he'd retired. He said, "Oh, I'm actually a sheep farmer." He said, "I still keep my hand in on that." I said, "Oh." I said, anyway, one thing led to another. I said, "Oh, sounds like you had another job besides sheep farming." He said, "Oh, yeah." He said, "I used to be a Prime Minister once." Mel Fraser.
Was it?
Malcolm Fraser had a farm at Balmoral.
That's right. Ah, I'm
Axel.
also an ex-mechanic, Axel, ex-A grade and diesel fitter, actually.
Hey, Axel, meet Robbo. I took Larry and George into the shop, but I don't think I can sell Robbo. He might have to just live in the shed here with me.
Yeah.
He might have a
So
little
I can
spot like Murphy's house.
so I can keep an eye on you.
Then if it gets too much, I'll drill a couple of holes in the back, to stick the pins into.
Yeah.
I was going to
You
say,
don't
get a voice activated sensor and put in it. That would scare the bejeebus out of people.
Be too
You don't-
scary.
You don't have to do that with me. I've got enough paint without putting pins in me.
Mm. You could make a pillbox look like a Coke can.
No, you get done for copyright then.
Well, you just call it Coca-Cola. As long as you don't choke on your pills, you'll be right.
Oh, dear. Did you let him in, Robbo?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Oh.
I enjoyed that.
Sounds like it. Hey, I wonder if one of them robot vacuum cleaners would work cleaning up the shavings.
No. Even a
Not
normal vacuum cleaner doesn't clean up shavings properly. It gets clogged enormously. Oh well, no. I'll reiterate that. It gets clogged around here because they are shavings.
Ooh.
Like that.
Burn. No one can see it, Robbo.
I got it right, Axel. Didn't I? You built your own lathe? Thinking of the right person? Oh, that's a proper shaving, Robbo.
Yeah.
And boy, do they
Almost
clog
looks
up vacuum. Boy, do they clog up vacuum cleaners. Don't
almost
ask me
looks
how I
like
know.
skin. You can't peel off a bit of skin and say that's a shaving. That's not fair.
I got given a Zedo 3-in-1 vacuum blower mulcher. And should suck up shavings all right. It goes into a 40-litre bag. Haven't tried it yet.
Axel said yes, he was.
Yeah, I thought that's who I was thinking of. Good job on that too. Turning out some nice bowls. A little bit of inlaid stuff on the rims as well. I like them. Don't know whether I'd
Yeah.
have the patience to do them, but I like them.
I worked for years with a homemade lathe, and Henry could probably be classed as a homemade lathe too. I designed it, but it was built to my specifications. So
It's not a commercial lathe. So yeah.
no. In fact, I even had a homemade wooden bed lathe that I built. That was my first veranda post lathe. Wished I'd never sold it in some respects.
Was that in about 1860, Robbo, or steam driven?
No, it went back to about the early 1700s, and we had a water wheel on it. That shuts up, didn't it, Sid?
Did Fred visit you much?
Sorry?
Did Fred visit you much?
My friend?
Fred. And his
Fred.
cement car.
Freddie Flintstone.
Yeah.
The one I made the wheels for.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he used to drop in occasionally. And we'd share a brontosaurus steak.
Hey, Robbo, I've got a question for you, which might, when you've got time, we'll have to have a bit of a discussion, and you may know the answer or you may need to think about it. But little wooden pegs with a mushroom top for putting axles on cars, would they be very hard to make?
No, they're not hard to make.
Yeah.
They're just boring, that's all.
Yeah, okay.
And the best way of sizing the axle is to use the spanner as a thing and actually turn it just a fraction above and sort of force it down. That compresses the fibres and then sand them so that they're a good fit.
Yep. Yeah, so same as I do for the noses for the gonks with the little 6mm spanner.
Sorry?
When I do the tenons on the noses of the gonks, I use a little 6mm spanner so they go into a 6mm hole.
Yep.
Same principle. Yep.
Which club did you join, Axel? I think you're out near Sunbury somewhere, aren't you?
Well, Rob, I wouldn't know any club that turns pens.
Oh, I know a lot of them do, actually. You've lost your camera again, Sid. It's funny, mine doesn't, it doesn't lose it, but it flashes whenever I turn the lathe on and off. Because I'm running the cameras off the same power point.
Yeah,
G'day, Mike. How are you?
Hey, Mike. I sort of am, but it's not. It's running off the same power line, but not off the same power point.
Yeah.
How you going, Mike?
Yeah, mine's running off the same power line because the switching runs through the three phase here.
I was thinking about that the other day because the only separate line I've got in the shed is the 15 amp line, so I might run the computer off the 15 amp line, which will separate it completely from the. So I don't have anything that I have to run 15 amps until I get my new lathe.
No, I think
not going to upset that too much.
I think it's the camera, not the computer that's doing it. It's just the camera. Oh yeah, Northern Wood Turners. My mate out there. He lives in out on the Hume Highway there. God, it annoys me when I can't remember people's names. Not Arnold, the president there. Northern Wood Turners, and then there's Ian as well. He's a nice bloke. I know quite a few of them out there. When COVID finally disappears, I might get a chance to go out there and see them again. Yeah, like just to show you, Sid, just watch my thing over for a second. I'll show you what the
Yeah.
camera does.
Put it up, mate. You're not up.
Doesn't look like it's going to do it today.
Yeah, see, my cameras are powered from the computer.
Oh yeah, yeah, via the USB ports.
Yeah. they
No,
don't have an
yesterday it was doing it all the time. Every time I flicked the switch.
Yeah, I've seen it when you're doing lives when I've been earworming for you. It does it just a little flicker at the start.
Yeah.
And almost before you can
Yep.
say your camera's gone, it's back.
Yeah. Well, 4:15, knock off time for me, but I'm going to stay here and chat. So,
Bugger. I'll have to tape it.
whew,
I don't need to go all this time turning the little nubs off the top. This is the first one I'm going to have to tape.
Oh, bummer. Your camera's gone again, Sid.
No, that's Jay. He turned his off.
Oh, Jay at least. Oh, yeah. Alan Arnott. That's who I was thinking of, Axel. Alan Arnott.
Wooden tables.
Yes.
Jeez, I'll tell you what.
Hello.
My T-shirt is saturated and my jacket's damp.
Is it raining in your shed, Robbo? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm crying.
Oh, that was Axel's fault because he was talking about pens, wasn't it?
Yeah. Send me.
That's better.
Right, I've got to go in a minute anyway, so.
Yeah, all right, Axel. Thanks for coming in.
See you later, Axel.
Hey, Axel.
Yeah, he's a nice bloke. In fact, most of them out there are quite nice. It's only when I get out there that you can say there's bad people.
What was that?
It's only when I get out to the club that you can say there's bad people there.
How many you got to go, Robbo?
A staple on there.
So what was that, Sid?
I said, how many have you got to go?
I've got about five spares to make. That's all. Like they sent about 8 to 10 extras. I didn't bother counting them, which is just as well because I sort of looked up the timber because I was told it was like Meranti, but it doesn't turn like Meranti. There's hard bits and bloody soft bits, and it's actually gum tree. It's a rose gum, Eucalyptus grandis, and yes, I've ruined 3 because they split down the sides. So just as well I send a few extras. Like if you have a look at the camera for a minute, they did that.
Yep. Hang on.
Reach the corner out of them. So
yeah.
But
I get that quite a bit with some of the old splintery old dry pallet wood I've got, but that's only pine. When you're roughing it down, if you're not real gentle, sometimes it'll take a whole sliver all the way off.
But it doesn't turn real bad, but it's a very open grain too. It's very hard to get it smooth. I'm glad they're being painted and not stained or anything like that. I think it'd be a nightmare if they were staining them. No, I'm knocking off now, Mike. I'll finish them in the morning. I can't work as as long as I used to. Or I might come out after tea and do them, I don't know. Depends on the mood.
We've had our borders opened up today, so everyone's panicking about all the New South Welsh and Victorians coming in and bringing COVID in.
Oh, we'll spread it around. Don't worry about it. I bet Queensland hasn't opened theirs yet.
Can't keep it out forever.
Very true. Queensland's economy would take a massive nosedive if they did. But no, I've got a doctor's appointment tomorrow. And of course, they ring up these days and say, oh, just reminding you about your appointment tomorrow, 10 o'clock. Yes, dear. And then before she had a chance, I went, yes, nope, and yes. And she said, what was that about? I said, well, you're about to ask me, do I have my double vaccination certificate? The answer is yes. Do I have, what was the second one? The third one was, do I have any symptoms of COVID, coughs, colds, warts, molds? And I said, no. Nope. And then she said, you know, you've got a ring from outside the surgery? I said, yes. She said, oh, you've been there before? I said, yeah, heaps of times. Still, I'd rather be outside sitting in the bloody car than sitting in a doctor's surgery anyway.
Yeah. We've got one local surgery over here that's threatening to close down because they don't reckon if they do get any COVID, they haven't got capacity to keep COVID patients separate from the rest.
Oh, yeah.
Mount Gambier Hospital's got, outside the ER now, they've got a big marquee that's like a triaging station for COVID testing before anybody gets into the actual hospital.
I don't. All I do at our hospitals over here at the moment, and have done for months, is just check your temperature, basically. But since the double vaccination's come in, you can get a certificate now, and you just present that. They still take your temperature.
Yeah. Yeah, same here. From now the borders are opened. Apparently you can get it on the My SA Gov app to have your double vax certificate on there, and I tried to connect my Medicare to my MyGov account the other day, and that's nowhere near as easy as what they said it was.
Oh, I ended up with that because I had to change over. It really annoyed the crap out of me, actually. When they first went over to the MyGov app, and you had to do it through the computer, I spent, I reckon, 2 hours trying to work it out and couldn't get it right. In the end, I had to go to a MyGov or a Centrelink to get them to put me on it. And then, of course, they changed that you have to have fingerprint or face recognition thing to get on MyGov now. So I had to go and buy a new phone, which is only used for that. Oh, it's a pain in the neck. And to get the certificates, I must admit, getting the certificate, once I found the right page, but I found the government pages are bloody hard to navigate.
They are. They're shocking.
They don't make it easy. Well, they're written by bloody computer gurus that are 22 years old that think everybody knows what they're doing, you know.
Well, they're written by computer gurus who are running at what they call the basic level, but which is actually like an an advanced level for everyone else who has to use the app.
Yeah.
And also, too, when the vaccination levels get up, all the states are allowed to take all the restrictions off. New South Wales is going to take it all off. So, about Victoria, the person that runs that is a bit of a sport brat, as far as I'm concerned. But he like the PM did a deal with all the states at the start of this, and they all agreed to it. And now Victoria's the only one backing out of it.
Yeah, well, our case numbers are still fairly high. That's why. But I think it'll be like the Spanish flu. It'll eventually just disappear. You know, like not disappear, but most people get immune to it.
Yep.
They
I'm
had
glad I don't live in the state.
had a professor on because Germany's going through a big wave at the moment. They had a
Can't hear
professor
you,
on
Sid.
ABC this morning. Hey,
I couldn't hear that first part.
ABC Radio this morning. They were talking about Germany going through their fourth wave,
Oh yeah.
and they had a German professor was being having a talk on there, and he said, "Well, the COVID's going to disappear in Germany over the next 3 or 4 years, or the issue of COVID, but it'll disappear one of 4 ways. People will die, people will get it and recover, or people will get double vaxxed, or they'll leave Germany."
Yeah. That sounds reasonable. Covering all the bases.
He said the trouble with the natural immunisation is it doesn't cater for the virus mutating.
No, that's right. That's why they have trouble with the flu.
Yeah.
If the flu stayed the same year after year after year, they'd find a vaccine for it, but it doesn't. It keeps changing.
And even within that, Robbo, they can only go for a best guess. They look at what's happening overseas and go for a best guess to what they're going to do in Australia.
Yep.
Hey, when I was breaking those glasses the other day, where'd I put me metho?
Probably on the shelf behind the turps.
Ah, thank you.
Yeah, over in the corner.
Oh, it's in my water bottle. Not really. I just thought it was,
Yeah.
Oh, where did I put it?
All right. Well, I might knock it on the head, gentlemen, I think.
Yep, no worries, Robbo. We'll catch you later.
Yeah,
I'm
thanks for coming
head
in.
off in a minute myself, so.
All right. Take it easy.
I'll probably do it again tomorrow afternoon. Just plonk it up and just work away again.
Yep.
Yeah, I just saw it come up that you were doing it, and I was on a couple of things inside, and I turned the phone on and said g'day, and then when I had a free minute, I come out.
Yep, no worries. Thanks, Sid. I appreciate it. Thanks, Jake.
Okay, mate. See ya.
Yeah, no worries.
Gives me
See you,
somebody to talk. Gives me somebody to talk to while I'm working away. Now,
Yeah.
Yep.
press the end broadcast button, Robbo.
See you, Mike.
That'll do it.
Yeah,
See you, Mike.
see you later. See you, Mike.